Wouldn't it be fascinating to know exactly what they need or want? It would undoubtedly make family life much simpler. Number 24. Apple Vision Pro. Eerily familiar. The Simpsons predicted the Apple Vision Pro years before its official announcement. In a 2016 episode, the show features a futuristic headset that lets users experience virtual environments and interact with them in a highly realistic way. Today, we have the Apple Vision Pro, a device that allows people to explore remote places or take part in immersive digital experiences. It's amazing how the show's vision aligns with real technology. How did the writers come up with such futuristic ideas? It makes you wonder if they have a secret window into the future. In any case, The Simpsons have clearly always been ahead of the curve when it comes to tech innovation. Number 23. FIFA scandal. One of the most striking predictions by The Simpsons was how they addressed the FIFA bribery scandal that erupted in 2015. In an episode, the show humorously denounces the corruption and unethical practices behind major football events. Homer refuses a bribe offered by a player in a storyline, where the writers seem to have seen something others didn't. It's yet another example of how The Simpsons detect real-world issues long before they become headline news. Now we come to the sweet topic. The Simpsons have already made jokes about Trump's death and Elon Musk becoming president of the United States. Could that ever become reality? In Trump's case, he's already an elderly man. As for Musk, some say it's already happened, even though he technically can't be US president because he was born in South Africa. However, it all depends on how you interpret the prediction. There's a suggestion that he pulls the strings and runs things from behind the scenes. In a way, he already exerts control over the United States. That image is a literal representation of that idea, even if the reality is much subtler. As always, tell us what you think in the comments using the hashtag #SweetTopic. Number 22. The Cult of Selfies. In an episode titled Springfield Splendor, the characters become obsessed with self-image and social media. Lisa and Marge create a graphic novel that becomes a cult phenomenon, and we see the entire town addicted to photographing themselves and sharing every moment. This behavior anticipates our current obsession with selfies, self-worship, and social networks as an extension of our identity. Though the scene is comedic, it offers a sharp critique of how digital narcissism has become normalized. Number 21. Olympic Games without spectators. In an episode aired long before the pandemic, The Simpsons depict an Olympic event with empty stands due to a health threat. This image became reality in 2021, when the Tokyo Olympic Games were held without spectators because of COVID-19 restrictions. Once again, the series captured the spirit of a future reality with eerily precise timing, provoking both amazement and reflection. Number 20. Food shortages. In several episodes, The Simpsons depict scenarios where food becomes scarce and people must resort to extreme measures to survive. One memorable episode shows Springfield facing a food crisis, with residents turning against each other for the last supplies. This prediction aligns with today's fears about climate change, wars, and supply chain disruptions, which could lead to a real global food crisis in the coming years. Number 19. Advances in cryogenics. In the episode Future Drama, several characters are shown as cryogenically frozen and awakened in the future. This idea, once considered science fiction, is now being seriously explored by scientists and investors. Companies are developing body preservation technologies with the hope of reviving people when medical advancements allow. While still far from reality, cryogenics is no longer just a futuristic fantasy. Number 18. Colonies on Mars. In the episode, The Marge Ian Chronicles, Lisa volunteers to live in a colony on Mars, while her family tries to dissuade her. The idea of establishing human life on Mars was once a fantasy, but with current plans from SpaceX and other space agencies, it could become a reality within the next decade. Elon Musk has repeatedly expressed his intention to colonize Mars before 2030. As always, the Simpsons are one step ahead. Number 17. The collapse of education. In various episodes, The Simpsons portray public schools in decline, underpaid teachers, limited resources, and unmotivated students. This critique of the education system remains relevant. With the rise of virtual education, lack of funding, and inequality in access, many countries face a silent educational collapse. The show's portrayal feels like a warning about what the future could look like if action isn't taken. Number 16. Censorship on social media. In one episode, Marge tries to express her opinion online, but is quickly silenced by a wave of digital censorship. This scene reflects growing concerns about freedom of expression on social. Number 13. Time travel. Although a recurring theme in science fiction, The Simpsons have played with time travel multiple times. In the episode Time and Punishment, Homer travels to the past and accidentally alters the future. While time machines don't exist, the idea of manipulating the timeline is a subject of theoretical study in quantum physics. The show presents it humorously, but it also hints at a fascinating and unsettling possibility. Number 12. Government hypersurveillance. In various episodes, the government is shown spying on citizens, installing cameras everywhere, and monitoring conversations. In one memorable scene, Lisa says, "There are no secrets," and we see a room full of agents watching everything. This recalls Edward Snowden's revelations about mass NSA surveillance and raises the question, how far will state control over our private lives go? Number 11. Augmented reality. In the episode Holidays of Future Past, characters use glasses that project digital information over the physical world, anticipating augmented reality technology. Today, devices like Apple Vision Pro or Microsoft's HoloLens already offer similar experiences. What once seemed far off now belongs to the present. Number 10. Global pandemics. In the 1993 episode Marge in Chains, a virus known as the Osaka flu spreads quickly from Asia to Springfield, causing chaos, fear, and misinformation. The similarity to the COVID-19 pandemic is striking. A virus originating in Asia, mass spread, panic buying, and overwhelmed healthcare systems. Though portrayed comedically, this episode seems like a prophetic chronicle of the events that unfolded, starting in 2020. Number 9. Uncontrolled artificial intelligence. In various episodes, The Simpsons depict machines gaining consciousness and rebelling against humans. In Treehouse of Horror 20, for example, a smart house falls in love with Marge and tries to eliminate Homer. With today's rise in AI, from virtual assistants to autonomous systems, there's growing fear of losing control over these technologies, just as the series foresaw. Number 8. Extreme climate change. Several episodes show Springfield affected by heat waves, floods, wild winters, and even citywide destruction from weather events. These scenarios mirror the real-world consequences of climate change: record-breaking temperatures, wildfires, stronger hurricanes, and extreme weather happening across the globe. Number 7. Robots replacing jobs. On more than one occasion, Homer and other characters are fired or replaced by machines. Today, automation and robotics threaten millions of jobs in industries like manufacturing, transportation, and even customer service. The Simpsons captured this trend long before it became a pressing global economic issue. Number 6. Donald Trump's presidency. In the episode Bart to the Future, aired in 2000, Lisa is president of the US and mentions inheriting a budget crisis from President Trump. 16 years later, this prediction came true with Trump's election. It remains one of the show's most talked about and eerily accurate forecasts. Number 5. Dehumanization through technology. In several futuristic episodes, we see characters isolated, addicted to tech, and unable to interact face-to-face. This dystopian vision reflects our growing dependence on screens, the loss of human contact, and the digital alienation many people now experience. The Simpsons humorously warned us about the risks of a fully virtual life. Number 4. Global financial collapse. In episodes like The Full Monty and Homer versus the 18th Amendment, we see economic crises, banking collapses, and systemic failure. Though satirical, these episodes echo concerns shared by economists today. Massive debt, inflation, and unstable markets could spark another worldwide financial meltdown. Number 3. Transhumanism. In episodes such as Days of Future Future, characters are cloned, digitized, or enhanced with technology. This concept, known as transhumanism, is increasingly present in ethical and scientific debates. The desire to surpass human limitations with technology via advanced prosthetics, brain chips, or digital avatars is closer than we might think. Number 2. Mind control through media. In episodes like The Day the Earth Stood Cool, media and advertising are shown manipulating the masses, changing their preferences and behaviors. Today, with algorithms tracking our habits, social networks shaping public opinion, and personalized advertising, this idea feels more real than ever. The Simpsons subtly revealed the danger of collective mental conditioning. Number 1. The apocalypse. In numerous Halloween specials and futuristic episodes, The Simpsons have depicted apocalyptic scenarios, alien invasions, nuclear wars, rogue AI, and total societal collapse. Though each is exaggerated for comedy, they all